This episode is brought to you by the Christchurch School. Set your course at the river.
Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Daniel from Opti TV.
And my name's Alberto.
And welcome to International Fort Lauderdale Team Race Regatta.
So we're here about midday through the first day, and the weather has been a little bit uncooperative. We had some rain showers coming out from the ocean side, but now things are picking up some steam, and we've got our second set of the round robins today going on. Daniel, what do you think about the conditions today?
I mean, these conditions for team racing, they're kind of hard. You do a lot of maneuvers, a lot of tactics, passbacks. There's always a lot of action in the race course and team racing. So by having no wind to execute these maneuvers, there's not lots of room for mistakes in these conditions, especially for team racing.
Yeah, I definitely agree, but it seems like the teams over here are pretty high caliber, so I think it's going to come down to a little bit of teamwork, some luck, and help from the conditions.
Sun started coming out, so we're getting a more stable breeze, which we should be able to get some pretty nice races for this afternoon. It's awesome that we have this regatta on South Florida. It's one of the best Opti team race regattas there is. I'll just say it like that. So definitely you should come and test your skills out here.
Hi, my name is Peter Comet. I'm a member of the Lauderdale Yacht Club, and I've been asked today to talk about the history of the Lauderdale Yacht Club International Team Race Regatta. Well, it started in 2005. Two of our members, John Payne and Jorge Añese, got together one night, started talking about what would be a great format for bringing sailing to a very challenging area that we have out in front of our yacht club, so that it would be a fun spectator event. And when I say challenging, we have a number of shallow areas, and that's extremely challenging in a fleet racing context, but in a team racing context for optimists, it's absolutely perfect. And that's what John Payne and Jorge Añese figured out. So they decided that to make it even more fun and exciting, they would invite teams from all over the world. They would leave 7 open spots for local sailing teams. Over the years, it's changed a little bit. They came up with their own elimination. We used the Swiss system for the laddering positions in the team racing event. They came up with a modified Swiss, and it worked very well the first year. Puerto Rico was 5th and just barely qualified and was able to go through and end up winning the event. Everyone had a phenomenal time. You can see from the videos, it's an easy event to follow from the shoreline, and it grew from there. That was 2005 was the first one. We're in our, I think, 16th year. It's one of the premier events, international team racing sailing circuit. So we hope that you all enjoy the videos and that you send your teams to us. You'll have a wonderful time. Come with them. Thank you.
So we have 6 different sets of different colors of sails. Each set of color has 4 boats for team racing. So that makes it easier for race committee. The sails are gonna be divided already with their color, number 1 through 4. So that's gonna be a lot easier for the judges and the race committee to call out, OCSs or protests or anything like it. So here behind me, you can acknowledge some of the beautiful colors, very noticeable, easy to track, and yeah.
So the day got on with plenty of races, strategy meetings, rotations, and eventually LYC Black, CRYC Spectra, and LYC1 took the top 3 standings in the rankings after the first day. You gotta ask yourself, what is all this team racing for besides getting a go at the Berlin Cup every year? Well, as it turns out, team racing is very useful in the next steps for Opti sailors.
Today we're here with the Director of Admissions.
Billy Burleigh. Hey everyone, great to be here with you.
So tell us, Billy, what brings you to this regatta?
One of our parents is actually chairing the event. Her daughter is a new 9th grader at Christchurch, but 4 or 5 years ago we really started getting involved in the Opti community, and it's really just a natural transition for Opti sailors to go from Opti sailing, kind of finishing up middle school and transitioning into our 420 program. So we have a lot of Opti sailors there, so we're involved. We want to support the class and meet our future sailors.
That's amazing, and I recently saw that Christchurch Sailing won Team Race Nationals into the 2019 National Champs.
We did, yeah. We won the national championship.
That's pretty good.
Got another good, robust team. So
it's very good that you're out here looking out for a new
That's
team
right,
race,
the
new team race kids. That's good. So can you tell us a little bit about the sailing program at Christchurch High School?
Yeah, sure. So our program, as you mentioned earlier, consists of a national championship sailing team. One of the really cool things about our program is we teach kids to sail who have never sailed before. And so they can learn at Christchurch, they can work up to the JV level, stick with that, or move on to our varsity level and really have a full competitive sailing career, where some students come right into our varsity program depending what their skill level is.
That's amazing, and me personally, I sail some summers with them. Like, you guys still have your racing summer program?
We do, yeah. We paused it last year just because travel was really difficult, but we're picking that up and travel to quite a few regattas over the summer.
What can you tell us about high school? I mean, Christchurch High School in general, not only their sailing program, but like, the life there, everything.
Yeah, so Christchurch is a really great place because students can come in and really continue to pursue a really full sailing career while also having a normal high school experience, a social experience, a great academic experience. And so it's really great to have a place that pulls all that together. So our students are going in different directions all the time, enjoying the waterfront, just having a fun high school experience. And then in between, during the school week, there's a really strong, very experiential academic program that someone who loves the water is really going to love, because the program takes advantage of our location on that river.
Since Christchurch is a boarding school, how do you guys handle the sailing program in terms of traveling, like handling the regattas, all of that?
Yeah, great question. That's actually a big draw for a lot of our families. As students get to high school, their sailing commitment becomes even greater than it did with Opti sailing. So now all of a sudden there's this big tension between being in school and being at regattas, and parents having time to get students there and let them really pursue this passion. And so that's the great thing about Christchurch, is we've got all that under one roof. You can sail on campus, we handle the travel to regattas, and we're also able to keep students caught up academically if they're traveling to a regatta that's multiple states away.
Yeah, me personally, I've always been a big fan of Christchurch, because sailing as it is already a very independent sport, You have kids sailing by themselves on the water, the ocean, like everybody have some respect for the ocean, right? So being able to go to school, a boarding school, where like they handle that very well, like, helping them become more independent as it is already in the sailing world.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a very independent sport. Boarding school is known for helping students gain an independence, but it's also a really strong community. So you can do that, you can gain independence, but you've got a really caring and welcoming and structured place to help guide you.
I heard you guys have a great racing program, because everyone else in college sailing, like I always saw the coaches, they wanted a piece of the pie. They wanted a Christchurch sailing.
Absolutely,
yeah.
That's a huge advantage of coming to Christchurch. Is we're very much on the radar of college sailing coaches. We've got kids at the Naval Academy, Dartmouth, Hobart, College of Charleston. You name the big sailing programs all over, we've got kids there. So I've been at Christchurch for 6 years now, but I heard the summer before I got there, you spent a little bit of time with the sailing program.
Yeah, so an alumni of you, his name is Hector Guzman. He used to be a sailor there, a big friend of mine. We used to race together when we were in Opti in Mexico. I know him, so he invited me to join the racing program. He invited me at the moment I was getting into 420s, which was awesome, because the coach at the moment, Isaac Clark, the head coach at Christchurch at the moment, he was a great coach. He taught me a lot. It's definitely one of my best memories I have on my sailing career, right?
Yeah, that's really cool. And I think the ability to travel to all these different events, it's also really nice that when you're not traveling, when you're practicing, you can walk to practice. It's right there on campus. So it's really nice to have that time on the water.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I didn't go to, I went to normal high school. The summers at Christchurch were my first experience in boarding type of school.
Having it all right there.
To be honest, I never knew what it was, but once I tried it, like I absolutely love it, you know, because again, like being so independent, like being with your friends, with your coaches, having the sailing, the waterfront, just literally seconds from where you're staying is amazing. Like you can train so much, you get so much time on the water. I remember because we will have morning sessions, then we will go have lunch. Then we have the afternoon session, which is amazing because usually you go to a club, you sail for the rest of the day, and then it's all. But here we could be like on and off of the water pretty easily and get more practice, and it was just very nice.
For sure, it's amazing to have all of that there, and if anyone ever hears about that and wants to check it out, we love visitors, so we always welcome folks to come see it in person.
Yeah, definitely. So, sorry, another question. So, how does it work for somebody that wants to go check out the school?
Yeah, sure. So there are a couple ways it can work. We host pretty much every day. We host visits, so there's a lot of flexibility. If someone's in the area, they can let us know that they're heading up, or if they want to schedule it far in advance, we can do that. And that would be an individual visit, so they can come to campus, and we can match the student interests with the offering. So if a sailor comes up, we can get them out on the water. They can meet the team. After kind of experiencing the school, and they leave with a feel of what campus is like. The other option would be to come to an open house, and we have 3 each year, one in the fall, one in the winter, and one in the spring, and both are really great ways to experience Christchurch.
That's good, that's amazing. Thank you. So is there a way we can reach out to you if we have more questions about recruitment or admissions?
Sure, yeah. If anyone wants to visit our website, it's www.christchurchschool.org. You can also email us at admission@christchurchschool.org, or you can call or text me at 804-305-2009. I'd love to hear from you.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to be going into the finals here. The way it's going to work is your coaches all know what the game plan is as far as what boat you'll be sailing in. So please connect with them before you get into a boat to make sure you're in the proper boat. We're going to start out with the 5th and 6th boat. That would be LYC Blue and LYC 2. LYC Blue is in red. LYC 2 is in yellow. So we're going to alternate these now, and then the rest of the final, we won't be using the blue or the green boat.
It's been back and forth. It's between, we have CRYC Spectra, we have LYC Black, we have LYC 1, of course. There's a lot of teams that are going to make it on their last race, so I'm pretty sure most of the teams are super focused and dialed in to have a win in the last race to solidify their place in the final. For the gossip. Blah, blah.
Both of these teams are sailing really well today. LYC had a long wait while the other semifinals and the petites were happening, so we got Lauderdale had a lot of practice races. We got to race the Cert Blue team for the 3rd and 4th, which they beat Cert Blue. Oh, they're coming up to the finish. Looks like LYC is in the 1-3 here. 1, 2, 4. Sorry, that guy's been out of the picture. Looks like LYC's gonna take the dub here. But is this mark trap gonna be enough to block out LYC's 3rd place guy here? Looks like somebody's coming back with a spin. Oh, it's getting close. LYC has the 1. Oh, looks like Lauderdale's getting the 2. LYC 3, even though they spun.
Oh, that's contact
Oh,
right
there's
there.
a little contact in a room situation at the finish boat. Looks like a red flag. Yeah, looks like yellow spinning. Space is not quite. So lights out with the 8. Looks like Lauderdale might have got that race.
I gotta bring it back.
Wow, what a final race. Now we gotta wait for the
All right, everybody. Hope you liked this one. It was a lot of fun to make. Thank you to Christchurch High School.
And thank you to Fort Lauderdale for making this event. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a great weekend, great regatta, awesome event, awesome venue.